So, in 1962, the Gladiator appeared on the scene, that is in the United States. Then after a while it disappeared, only to appear again in 2018 at the Los Angeles Auto Show. It's described as the mid-sized pickup truck. But here in South Africa, it's actually one of the biggest bakkies that we have. Hello guys, welcome back to the Tesla, the channel where we talk all about cars. Today, we are heading over to Jeep Center. We're gonna be reviewing the Jeep Gladiator with Sandile. Let's go. Hey guys, so I'm with Sandile here today at Jeep Center. He's going to be talking to us about the Jeep Gladiator. So Sandile, what can you tell us about this beast?
Okay, so first things first, when it comes to your Jeep Gladiator, the nicest thing about it is the fact that it is an outdoor vehicle. It's all about adventure. So if you want something that you can literally just take the doors off, something that you can tilt the windscreen forward and you can just go camping with, it will be this vehicle. Okay. So the nice thing, and another nice thing about the Gladiator is the fact that it is a Rubicon. In South Africa, you're only going to get it as a Rubicon. And the way that you'll be able to tell that is that in front of you, you're going to have your leather-wrapped steering wheel. It's going to have your red trim. You're also going to have some red trim on the dashboard. You've got your bigger Uconnect infotainment system over here. So with your infotainment system, it's also going to have a bit of a redundancy of your comfort features. So you've got your heated steering, heated seats for your front passengers, your front occupants. And then from there, you're actually going to have your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. And then you'll also see that everything that you usually get on the sides, like on your doors, you're actually going to get here. So you've got your window switches over here because you can actually rip the doors off, like I said. And then if you flip this up, you're going to have your your charging points, your media connections. You've also got aux over there. Okay. And then speaking of aux, you've got your auxiliary switches. So say maybe you want to put on your spotlights and stuff, they're going to wire them directly into here. Okay. And then you've also got your front and rear diff lock. You've got your sway bar disconnection. So this car is already built for off-roading.
Off-roading.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's interesting. And on the multifunctional steering, what can you tell us? What is that?
All right. So on your multifunctional steering wheel, what you're going to find is some connections that you're going to have for, like, if you want to actually move around to look at your battery voltage. You've also got some off-roading information. You're going to be able to see your tire pressure, your oil coolant. If you want, you can also move here. If you want to go from miles per hour to kilometers per hour, you can also do that. You're going to see your fuel consumptions. And then also on your steering wheel, you're going to be able to answer your phone. So you can answer your phone over there. You've got your adaptive cruise control with stop and go function. So if you're in stop and go traffic in Johannesburg, I'm sure lately with all of the load shedding, it's been a bit of a problem, but the car will be able to bring itself to a stop and measure the distance in front of you and the car, like your car and the car in front of you. Okay. And you'll be able to maintain that distance. And then you've also got further controls maybe for your infotainment system. If you want to actually tune up your volume, you can actually do that using the back over here. Okay. You can also change sources, maybe if you want to go from your Bluetooth, if you want to play from your aux or maybe your phone. And then you can also change tracks using this, where you'd conventionally find your paddle shifters on a conventional car. So regarding your four-wheel drive system, the one thing that I also really appreciate is the fact that you can engage your 4x4 system on the fly. So you could be driving and let's say maybe you come across a rough terrain or something, you can literally just throw the gear back into 4 high while you're busy driving without having to stop or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Adjusting the seats. This is manual.
Yes.
Why is this? I love it, by the way. This is quite cool.
Okay, so I mean, other than just from a reliability viewpoint, it's just going to be one of those things that, remember with the Gladiator, one of the things that we really like promoting is the fact that you've got a water-resistant interior. So,
Okay,
yes,
that's interesting.
so you don't want any electronics actually being messed with whenever you're driving off-road and you have mud in here.
Okay.
I'm sure you've actually seen on some videos as well on YouTube that sometimes people will literally just get into their Jeeps after doing some off-roading and they use like their hose pipes and stuff to clean the interior.
Okay.
Well, I haven't actually done it myself, but it is just one of those things where that's one of the selling points of the vehicle.
Okay, that's interesting. If it's water resistant, obviously, if you are crossing rivers and all that, you are sure that your car is still safe.
Correct.
So, which type of speakers do we have in this vehicle?
Okay, so you've got an Alpine sound system. And one of the party tricks of this vehicle, remember we mentioned that it is an outdoor vehicle. So whenever you go camping, you've actually got a removable speaker over here. So
that's quite cool.
You can actually put this maybe in a tent or something. You can play music directly from your phone. And once you're done, you can just put it back over here and then you can just charge it. And then, you can use it for your next adventure.
You don't need to carry around another speaker and all that. You have the speaker in your car.
Exactly. Yeah, you've got one over here. And then also in terms of your sound system, you'll be surprised as well that you've got your speakers over here. But remember again, you can actually take the doors off. So you wouldn't want your sound system to actually leave when you take the doors off and leave them at home.
Yeah. Understand that we also have storage under the back seats.
Yes. So this being a bakkie, you're gonna have to have extra storage. So maybe you want to put away a nice little bottle of your whatever you wanna drink. If you wanna drink your brandy and coke and stuff, you can have that over here. Don't drink and drive though. But yeah, there's nice little storage for whatever you might want to keep away from wandering eyes over here.
Okay. There's a difference in terms of the engine and all that between this vehicle and the Wrangler.
Yes.
What do we have in here?
Okay, so over here, you've got a 3.6 liter Pentastar engine. It's going to have 209 kilowatts and 347 Newton meters of torque. That is going to be mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission.
Okay. And this is petrol?
Yes, it's petrol.
Okay, so do we only have petrol or you've got an option of a diesel?
No, all of the Jeeps that you're going to get in South Africa currently, they're all going to be petrol.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's the fuel consumption on the vehicle?
Okay, so it's claimed to be 10.3 per 100, but that's going to go according to whether you're going to be driving the car more on the highway or in the city, how you drive the car.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So upon delivery of your Jeep Gladiator, what you're going to find is your soft top. So this is part of the reason why people actually buy Gladiators, the load bin. So as you could see, it is a little bit dampened. It isn't one of those where it just falls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you've also got your bin lining as standard.
Okay.
This is your soft top. So it's going to basically be one of those where it's going to need 2 people at minimum just so that you can put on the soft top. But the nice thing is that it comes standard. And then you've also got this lid, which comes standard with the vehicle, which you can fold up. And then you've also got these clips. So if you want to actually do this and then you want to clip it up, you can do so. And then also with your load bin, the nice thing is the fact that if you lock the car, if you lock the rest of the vehicle, the load bin is also going to be locked as well. Yes.
The tires, talk to us.
All right, so over here you've got 17-inch wheels. They're going to come standard as BF Goodrich mud terrains. So you're going to get those on any Rubicon that you get. So whether you go either for a Wrangler or a Gladiator, you're going to get these tires as standard.
Okay.
And one of the nice things that I like about Jeep is that it's a heritage brand. So every little place in the car, they're gonna drop small little Easter eggs. For example, over here you've got like an old school Jeep just painted on the wheel.
I saw that. That's quite cool. Quite cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And the ground clearance on the vehicle, because this is an off-roader. So obviously, if you're out there, ground clearance is one of the most important things on off-roaders. So what's the ground clearance on this?
So that's going to be up to 283 millimeters on this vehicle.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's enough. That's all you need. And what are the other differences that you can tell us between this Gladiator and the Jeep Rubicon? Why should people go for a Gladiator?
Okay, so the nice thing about a Gladiator is going to be its duality. So you've got all of the presence, all of the hype that you can get when it comes to a Jeep. the off-roading capability that we know.
Yeah.
But then you're also going to have the practicality of having a load bin. So anything that you might want to throw in terms of whether you need space, whether you also want to just have that towing capacity, you've actually got it on this vehicle.
You have a bakkie?
Yes, it's a bakkie that is a Jeep. You can't mistake that.
Yeah. When you're out there in the bushes,
yes,
this is one of the most important things that you need, the side step.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk to us. What is the difference between this one and on the Jeep, and anything interesting that you might want to tell us on the side steps?
Okay, so what you're going to get on the Wrangler Rubicons is, instead of having your side steps, which you get standard on the Gladiator, on the Wrangler Rubicon, what you're going to find is going to be your rock sliders. So in most cases, people will want to actually take out those rock sliders so that they can have that side step, because the ground clearance is going to be a bit much for our conventional customers.
Okay.
But here you actually do have your side step.
This is standard. It comes like this.
This comes standard, and the reason why they've actually put it like this is so that it doesn't change your ground clearance too much.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yes.
And what's happening here? The rooftop and all that?
Okay, so what you usually get on your Gladiator, you're going to get standard your hard top, and then you're also going to have your soft top, which I will show you in the load bin. That comes standard with the car, where it used to be conventionally about an optional extra of about 70,000 rand, well, 75,000 rand. But here you've got your Sunrider top, so that's just going to allow you to have your hard top, and then you can just flip this back over here. So that's also going to be an optional extra of about 36,000 rand. But yeah, that's an optional extra that you can get from us by the time that you get your car delivered. And there's a lot of things that you can do to a Gladiator, which is also the appeal of this vehicle.
I see also the roof rack. I see there's already a roof rack on this one. Is it standard or that's an extra?
That's also an extra. So what we usually do is we just want to show customers in most cases what they can do with the vehicle. Similar to the Wrangler Rubicon that you also did recently. So that's also going to be your optional extras, and you can basically go all the way to the nines with the options that you can put on this car.
While you're talking about all these extras that are coming with extra cost, how much is this vehicle actually without these extras?
Okay, so standard, what you can find the Jeep Gladiator for right now is going to be 1,380,000 rand. But then obviously with your extras and stuff like that, you will be able to find that we can just help out in terms of your extras to make them a little bit more affordable, and then we can just build a nice deal for you.
Yeah, and it's actually better to do the extras with you guys, Jeep itself, instead of going out there and look for aftermarket stuff and all that. That is substandard. When they come fitted already, you know the quality is very good as well.
No, the catalog on these cars is very extensive. So yeah, it's one of those where you can basically just show us maybe a picture of what you would have wanted, and we can build that for you.
That's good. This is solid steel. This bumper.
This
is quite interesting, because most of the cars these days, they come with plastics here in the front, but this is actually a solid bumper. And that comes handy. I guess it also goes with the fact that, as you're saying, this is a perfect off-roader.
All right, so in most cases what I've actually seen, what people will do, especially say on your Wranglers, people would actually shy away from having those plastic bumpers. They'll probably just put these on. And the nice thing is, I mean, another thing that people usually do on these steel bumpers is the fact that they put on like your spotlights. They're also gonna put like your light bars as well. So there's a lot that you can actually do with the steel bumper on the car.
Okay, thank you so much, Sandile. Anything else that you want to tell us?
Okay, so if you want a new or a used Jeep, be sure to come to Jeep Sandton. We've got any Jeep that you are looking for, whether it's a new, used, if it's gonna be a Wrangler, whatever you want, we have it. So come to the corner of Ballyclare and Winnie Mandela Drive. So our numbers are 011-707-4500, or you can just contact Jeep Sandton and say that you are looking for Wayne, Sandile, Shandri, Sheldon, or Lawrence. We'll be happy to assist you.
Okay, guys, you heard the man.
All right.
Thank you so much.